Welcome to YouTube for Realtors 2022 with the question of the day, why am I not getting any views? Let's do it. Hi, and welcome back to the Unbound Creative Agency channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoka. I am the founder of Unbound, and we help realtors like yourself or mortgage professionals like yourself launch and scale on YouTube so you can sustainably grow your business and your lead gen so that leads reach out to you instead of you having to chase them. If that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date on future videos. We launch videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And in today's video, we're tackling the question, why am I not getting any views? So this is a question that we get asked a lot on our free consultation calls, which, by the way, if you want one, you can book it through the link in the description below. We see realtors who understand the power of YouTube, the power of video marketing, but then they try it, their videos don't get any views, and they get discouraged. And they think, well, it's simply not working for me. That's not the case. Like, there are reasons why your videos aren't getting any views, and we're tackling that today in this video. So the first one, the biggest reason we see is that you did not do your research. So YouTube's a very, very large, let's say, database of millions and millions and millions upon millions of videos. It isn't the best idea to simply create a video, upload it to YouTube, and hope for the best. Very rarely do we find success that way on YouTube, especially as a realtor. Sometimes people who vlog or have more of like a lifestyle brand or a page that has practical jokes, stuff like that, they might find success through something going viral on social. But as a realtor, that's not really your goal. So you're trying to attract the right kind of views. You're trying to attract views from people who are considering moving to your area, who are considering living in your city. If I sound out of breath, I'm really sorry. I'm 35 weeks pregnant, but I'm trying to get through these videos before this baby pops out. So as a realtor, you're trying to attract the right kind of viewers. And the only way to do that is to create content that people are actively searching for. So instead of just creating content, uploading it, and hoping for the best, the way that we approach it and the way that I would advise you approach it is do your research first. So YouTube is a search engine, just like Google. When people come to YouTube, they will type something in the search box, and then YouTube will show them the most appropriate search results based on the exact words that they typed, but also on their previous viewing history. So it's a combination of multiple things. But one way to already improve your rankings in the search results is by creating content around topics and keywords that people are actively searching for. So there are tools that you can use, such as TubeBuddy, vidIQ, and Keywords Everywhere. At the agency, we use a combination of all three to figure out what those topics are, what people are typing in the search box related to your market or area of expertise, and then create content around that. So I think that's the first mistake that we see, or the first reason that we see the most why people aren't getting any views, is because they simply haven't done their research. They're just creating video content for the sake of creating video content, uploading it to YouTube, and hoping for the best. And it doesn't work like that. So first off is do your research. Then the second reason why we see people miss out on views is they've done the research, but then they haven't optimized their videos for the search results. So you have to optimize your actual video for the YouTube search results. This means that you have to use the appropriate tags, descriptions, playlists, end screens, cards in your videos, the exact words in the titles, so that YouTube actually knows what your video is about and where they should place it in the search results. Like I said, if you're just hoping for people to stumble upon your video, it's not going to happen. You have to actively tell YouTube, hey, my video is about these keywords. Whenever someone searches for that, make sure that you put my video in their search results. And that's how people come across you on YouTube if they don't know about you yet. And that's how you increase that view count. All of these things that I'm talking about, we have separate videos on those topics on the channel, so make sure that you check it out. We'll link some of them up here in the cards as well, and then also in the description. I can already mention that it isn't enough to simply find a keyword that has great search volume. When you're just starting out on YouTube, and this is another mistake that we see realtors make, is like they understand how to find highly relevant keywords, but then they don't check the competition. So it is finding a balance between, this is a keyword that is searched enough by my ideal client or ideal viewer, but doesn't have too much competition yet. So let's say that you found a keyword that has 2,000 searches a month, but then that keyword also has 2 million other videos already made on the topic. If you're a new channel, it's very unlikely that you're going to rank at the top of those 2 million videos. So instead, what we aim to do is find a keyword that has enough search volume, but not too much competition. So again, fine balancing act. As a rule of thumb, but this is in no way the only way to go about it, but there are always exceptions. That's basically what I'm saying. But if you're just getting started, a good thing to keep in mind is find keywords that are searched between 100 and 1,000 times a month and that have less than 100,000 other videos on the topic. So between 100 and 1,000 searches a month, but less than 100,000 videos as competition in that search pool. Again, this isn't set in stone and there are exceptions, but it's a good thing to keep in mind so that you keep that balance between relevant enough, not too much competition. And so sort of on the same note, what we see a lot of realtors do is from the get-go, they target very, very highly searched after keywords. So we call these big keywords. They often have 10,000, 100,000 searches a month, but their competition is huge. Or the keyword itself isn't specific enough to really target your ideal client. So for example, if you're a realtor in Las Vegas, things to do in Las Vegas, first of all, it's not the great keyword for you as a realtor because you're going to target tourists. But it's also something that a lot of people are searching for and a lot of videos have been made on. So I'm not saying don't waste your time, but if you target these highly searched after, highly competitive keywords from the start of your channel, you're not going to gain any traction. It's much smarter to first target smaller keywords such as certain suburbs, cost of living, to grow your channel, gain subscribers, gain views, and then over time you can go for the more competitive, highly searched after keywords. Another thing to keep in mind is the length of your videos. So sometimes realtors book a consultation call with us and we see that yes, they have a channel and they have a bunch of videos, but all the videos are like 2-3 minutes long. You have to keep in mind that first off, YouTube is not exclusively anymore, but for the most part is long form content. And the reason for that being is that we use YouTube for free. They don't make money because we upload a video or because someone watches a video. They make money off of advertising. So the longer that they can keep people on their platform, the more advertising they can show to those people, the more money that YouTube, aka Google, because Google owns YouTube, can make. So it is in YouTube's best interest to keep people on their platform as long as possible. Now, YouTube knows that the exit points or the likelihood of someone exiting YouTube is at the highest at the end of a video. So it isn't in YouTube's best interest to recommend 2 to 3 minute videos because the likelihood of someone then leaving the platform is huge. Whereas a video of 10 to 15 minutes, they can place multiple ads throughout that video, recommend other stuff, etc. There's more likelihood that that person will turn into a binge watcher and stay on the platform for 40, 50 minutes than there would be when it's just a 2-3 minute video. So just because the video is so short has nothing to do with the optimization or the quality of the information that you provide in the video. Simply because of the video being too short, YouTube will not recommend it as easily in the search results and in suggested search as it would with a longer video. So that's also something to keep in mind. You can optimize all you want. If your video is really short, look at it as a point system. You'll get points for optimizing your video and you lose a bunch because it's too short and you won't rank in the search results anyway. Another mistake that we see a lot of realtors make when trying to do everything themselves on YouTube is not taking into account what click-through rate can do for the amount of views. So if you are using thumbnails that only have a 1% click-through rate, you might rank in the search results, but for every 100 people seeing your video in the search results, only one person will click to go and watch that video. Whereas if you can optimize your thumbnails and try something new or make better thumbnails, and your thumbnail click-through rate all of a sudden goes to 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10%, that means 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more people watching your video. So for every 100 that previously only one person clicked on your video and watched it, now it will be 8 or it will be 9. So optimizing your thumbnails is ridiculously important. Not using a thumbnail at all is just killer for your channel. Like I've seen very few channels work without optimized thumbnails. And what often happens as well is, like, if your click-through rate is really low, YouTube will stop putting your video in the search results. So maybe the first couple of days they will go like, oh, this video is optimized in every possible way, relevant to the topic. So whenever someone searches for this or for that, we'll rank it. And then because no one's actually clicking on the video, YouTube will be like, well, clearly this wasn't relevant, so let's just pull it from the search results. Whereas if you have a high click-through rate on your thumbnails, YouTube will consistently keep pushing it in the search results, in the suggested search results. So that's also something to keep in mind. Let me know in the comments of all these things that I've already mentioned, which one it is, or which one you think it is that is holding you back from really amassing those views. And then keep in mind that this is something that we can actually help you with. This is the power of our agency program. And if you want to know more about that, you can simply click the link in the description and someone on our team will gladly hop on a call with you and discuss the possibilities of you joining the program. If this was helpful for you, share it with someone who could really use this video. And in the meantime, make sure to check out some of the videos over here. And then I will see you next time.